known thing is toxins get in the brain. They can accumulate in the brain. That's a well-known thing, and that drives dysfunction. That drives inflammation. That drives oxidative stress. That drives neuroinflammation, neuroexcitation, neurodegeneration. That's a well-known thing. So that's why we want to reduce our toxin load. That's why we want to filter our air or filter our water or detoxify or whatever it is, because these toxins can accumulate in the body. So here's what it says. It says just juxtaposed alongside the ongoing rise in the incidence and the prevalence of dementia, again, this was 10 years ago, it's still rising, is the surge of recent research confirming that widespread exposure and bioaccumulation of chemical toxicants. I saw a study this weekend that was big in, I don't know, in social media, and I'm recording this video in October 2025, but it was all about this study that came out about pesticide exposure and how massively increased the Parkinson's risk was around this pesticide exposure. And it was like, if you looked at the map, I live in Illinois. It was like we were the heart of it. Illinois, Indiana, farmland USA. They're harvesting right now and they spray those fields. There's pesticide residues. But anyway, I digress. But it says we know that there's a surge of recent research confirming widespread exposure and bioaccumulation of chemical toxicants. Evidence from sources such as the CDC reveals that most people have accrued varying degrees of toxins, including heavy metals, flame retardants, and pesticide residues within their bodies. It has been well established that many of these toxins are neurodegenerative. They have neurodegenerative as well as neurodevelopmental impact, on our little ones early in life and on our older ones later in life as a result of various mechanisms. That's my number one favorite word probably, but there's these various pathophysiologic mechanisms, including neuronal mitochondrial toxicity, the neurons, which you have 100 billion neurons in your brain. Each one has 8 to 10,000. I've seen estimates of like 20,000, but the lowest I've ever seen is maybe 2,000 mitochondria in each neuron. So it's an insane amount. Your neurons require a lot of power. They require a lot of battery power in the mitochondrial. So this neuronal mitochondrial can become toxic, and then that can disrupt neurotransmitter regulation. So then you get mood swings or dopamine swings or Parkinson swings or dementia swings, or acetylcholine would be dementia and Alzheimer's, or dopamine would be Parkinson's, but that's the neurotransmitter swings, or serotonin would be